going on, Schmoedown fans? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. I'm former Star Wars champion Andrew and Nicki Dimalanta.
And I'm another Star Wars competitor, Nicki Dimalanta.
Short circuit a little bit.
A little bit.
You
Distracted
notice.
myself a little.
It's to the brim. You can already
It
see
sure is. It sure is. There's no other way to do it. My friends, no other way to do it. What's the point?
Yeah.
Why am I going to buy a whole wine glass and fill it up halfway? That's just wasteful to me.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. The dog is in here. She might get kicked out halfway through the episode. She's about to get ready to get kicked out. She can't leave all this stuff.
She's just exploring.
Yeah.
She's just sniffing things.
We'll see how far she gets. I mean, she already tried to chew on something in here. Don't you touch my cosplay. Don't you dare.
Baby girl, just sniff.
Just lie down.
Just sniff and go. You know?
You don't have to. There's a lot of expensive stuff in here. You good? We okay?
She's just
Okay.
making her way downtown. Making her way downtown. She just, I need you.
Anyways. Friday Night Titans.
And oh boy.
It's a pay-per-view. So, obviously, spoilers if you have not seen it.
Oh my goodness. If you haven't seen it, I feel like we haven't needed to say this in a while.
Yeah.
But if you, baby, if you have not seen this Titans, let's be very clear.
Yes.
The one with Bibs versus Chance, Marisol versus Sam for the singles belt.
Get out of
If you
here.
haven't seen it, get out of here. But also come back later when you have seen it because we'd love to have you. We don't want to spoil it for you.
Yes, watch it, then come back.
So,
Or just mute this entire episode and give us the watch time. I'm fine either way.
or if you don't care, then we'll just friggin' tell you the winners.
This person wins. Okay.
You know? But from this moment, wow. Do you know that song? Life has been
Yeah.
good. You know that song?
Yeah.
From this moment.
Oh, absolutely.
Who sings it? Shania Twain. That's
yeah.
the answer. Wow. Man, we should do karaoke.
Yeah.
Anyways,
One of us will kill.
I cannot believe
The other one will bomb.
we've done karaoke,
Yeah.
kind of. Never been to a karaoke bar.
Mm-hmm.
We rented a karaoke machine when we all lived in a townhome
Yeah.
together in college.
That was fun times.
But I need to go to a karaoke bar. You know?
There's people at Celebration that want to go karaoke singing. I'm like,
Do they?
yeah, because I'm a part of a TikTok Star Wars TikTokers Discord, and we're all trying to plan our time because we're about 2 months out now. Just about.
Oh man.
Pretty much 2 months out. And we're all trying to like plan cosplays around each other. We're all trying to like, hey, let's hang out this day, hang out that day. Who's doing what? People are going to Disneyland, even though we don't have the money for that.
I mean, we could. I just don't feel like spending that much money.
Yeah, we could.
We're already dropping a
Unless-
dime for spectacular for Celebration.
Unless anybody's got the hookup for us.
Doubt it.
Doubt it, but
We're already dropping a mother effing dime on Celebration.
Oh, yeah.
And Mama's a little too frugal to keep on spending money to go to Disney when I got Disney here.
well,
You know?
they're all trying to they're all trying to go to Galaxy's Edge. They're trying to get into the cantina, which I have not gone to the cantina.
Cool story. We'll get there one day.
We'll get there one day. But from what I hear, it's they're like the Galaxy's Edge between Disneyland and Disney World are pretty much exact carbon copies of each other.
Really?
So,
Well, I'd rather do it here where I don't have to get on a plane. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But it would also be cool to go with people. I don't know.
that's what I'm saying. It's a lot more fun with friends,
Yeah, but also you got to scream at your friends when you're at a bar.
and they want to like go dress up and in like their cosplays
And
while
go to
they
the bar?
and go to the bar and go to Galaxy's Edge. I'm like, that sounds awful.
I'm not trying to sweat my balls off in a canteen,
I mean, my Han
Drinking-
Solo outfit maybe, but not.
drinking some kind of dairy
I'm not
product.
wearing my Jedi outfit to Disneyland.
No,
No.
I don't even have a cosplay, and I'm sweating thinking about it. Oh my lord. No. So, anyways, we're not going to Disney.
No.
Whatever. We'll go here.
Again, if any of our listeners, any of my Star Wars friends
Unless
out there-
anybody wants to gift us 2 tickets to Disney, which is I doubt is gonna happen.
Anybody got the hookup out there? I know
One
some.
day.
I know a couple people, but I'm not.
One day we'll go to the cantina.
Yeah.
We finally made it to Galaxy's Edge, so one day we'll make it to the cantina.
I'm just saying,
and one day we'll build a lightsaber.
We're gonna be out there for like 3 days. If any of my new friends got a hookup, I know.
If anybody's
One of
friends
you.
with Goofy or friends with Mickey.
I'm afraid to ask because I know a couple of people,
Yeah, you never want to ask.
but I don't want to
Hey,
be
can you
that.
give me
Hey, can you
free
give me
stuff?
in? and I don't know them very well. I just met them.
Yeah, that's
So-
not okay. That's not friend
I'm not
etiquette.
going to be that.
Hey, we just met. Can you do me a favor?
I'm not going to be that d-bag.
That's not good friend etiquette.
No.
Not typically.
No. It's like I'm trying to be friendly with you. I'm not.
And whenever we make a new friend, it's always like, don't want to say anything to scare you away.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like,
exactly. It's
I'm trying
like
to.
I just met you and I just talked to you. And
I just met
had a
you.
really good time with talking to you, but I don't want to scare you away.
I want to get my hooks into you first. You know. I want to.
So you'll never leave.
Really, just get in there. You know.
I'm trying to incept my way into your life. Just
You can't get rid of me.
you can't get rid of me now. No.
I'm like a part of you now. This was your decision, so
No,
you know
we
what?
don't. I never want to be that person to be like, "Hey, I just met you. You're so awesome to hang around." And I don't be like,
Do me a favor.
not only that, but like try to be overly barren. Like, I want to be friends. I want to be friends. I want to be friends.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to be that person.
There are so many people in the Schmoedown space too
Mhm.
that I'm like, wow, I'd love to be like friendlier with you,
Mhm.
but I'm also like, I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
You know, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
I'm all about letting things happen organically. You know, I don't want to be like,
Yeah.
hey, be my friend, huh?
Yeah.
You know,
It's the way with our neighbors down the street.
no, we didn't want to scare them.
Yeah.
It's a slow.
We're like a
it's
slow.
a long con.
It's a long con. We're a slow burn type of friendship.
Yeah, we gotta get there organically. I'm not trying to scare anybody away. Can't let my full humor through immediately. You gotta get comfortable with me first before I let that side of me out. You know?
Or just go out one night and have a couple drinks. That's pretty much
Right.
how it works.
I don't know. Still think I gotta warm up a little bit for that. Wow, we're here to talk about Schmoedown. What are we doing with our lives? Let's do it.
That's why I pretty much, because the show started as Beyond the Schmoedown, talk things beyond the Schmoedown. Now I think it's come full circle. Beyond the Schmoedown means we don't really talk about the Schmoedown.
Sure we do, but we warm up first, you know?
But our tangents go beyond the Schmoedown. So
I feel like that's just kind of how we cold open the show now. It's like something stupid, has nothing to do with anything.
cold open. What do you mean? Like, that's the entire show.
Word.
Anyways,
let's talk about the Schmoedown because that's what we're here for.
yeah.
Friday Night Titans, big fat pay-per-view.
Mm.
Let's effing do it. We have an undercard. Pretty big undercard.
Before the undercard is a
there was
cutscene.
a couple scenes. There was two.
Mm.
First cutscene. We got Shannon and Marisol McKee,
Mm-hmm.
the Queen and Lady Justice themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon said that Adam leaving was her fault. You know?
A little self-reflection.
A little self-reflection, and said, listen, he walked away. If that's on me. Gave Marisol the option. Hey, man, I understand if you want to walk away too. I get it. Is the dog doing a thing?
Yeah.
Being a dog?
Don't worry. There's nothing.
She's fine. It's not like she can actually eat anything in here.
You think.
She's down there like, challenge accepted, mommy. Anyway, so she said, you know what? Adam walked away. That's on me. And if you want to walk away too, I'll understand.
Mm-hmm.
And Marisol was all like, no, dog, we're family.
Mm-hmm.
Family. Fast and Furious.
Ohana means family.
Ohana means family. So she was like, nah, man, we're a family. We stick together. I'm here for the long haul kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, just was kind of like, nah, man, I'm not going anywhere. So that's cool.
Yeah.
And it is still odd to see a vulnerable side to corruption.
It is. I almost think they're trying to make it almost.
I don't even want you to say it out loud because it's just weird for you to say, but go ahead.
A face turn.
Yeah.
For corruption.
I just don't know.
It's
I
hard-
don't think that's
It's hard to
happening.
think that way with Chance, both Chance and Mike on corruption.
Mm.
But I think they're trying to have maybe like a lighter side for Marisol because Marisol's not really a heel.
And Shannon, for that matter. Shannon was pretty vulnerable in these last two cutscenes.
And that's what I'm saying. Maybe they're trying something out new because I think it's more about Marisol than it is because Shannon's gonna be Shannon.
Shannon's going Shannon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Marisol, she has not, nor has she ever been. She hasn't been a heel. She's just kind of been like, I'm here and I'm ready to just go.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just odd. It's
Yeah,
weird.
it's weird
to see this dynamic with corruption, but it has only been the two of them.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens when other corruption people have matches, But in any case, Marisol's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no.
So which
I did not see her leaving
I'm
at
happy
all.
about because it's like, it works. It fits it's just her and Shannon together is just like, yeah. It's like a PB-AJ. You know what I'm saying?
You PB&J?
Anybody out there call it a PB-AJ? One of our friends does, and I think it's hilarious.
I think it's just him. I think we established it's just him.
I'm sure there are other people out there to say it.
I don't think so.
PB and J. PB-AJ?
PB and J.
Sound off in the comments, my dudes. Let me know. So, the other cutscene, Shazam and Coy.
Ooh, I love this. I love this cutscene.
Just chilling, talking, but not about Bruno.
Yeah, it's not just because it's my guys. This is like such a great cutscene. Like the way they perform, everybody performs is just so natural. It's so like
it was just like
it's the Mercs to like the 10th degree.
Right. It just it was quintessential quirky Merkies, you know. So Shazam and Coy are talking. Christian happens upon them.
I do like the Bruno joke.
Yeah.
we don't talk about that, Brendan. This is the whole point of the song.
I haven't even seen the movie, but I get the reference.
I already know. We don't
talk about Bruno.
No.
I don't.
You can't be on TikTok and not know the song. So
yeah. No, that's all I know from it.
Yeah.
Don't talk about Bruno.
Still have to watch it.
One day. Christian starts talking. You know, talking about the team's title match.
Title match coming up in April. Just don't know who's going to be against.
We don't know. He's having trouble finding a number one contender because, well, you say press room's not available.
Press room's not available.
And
King Arthur's not available.
King Arthur's not available. Blah, blah, blah.
Wildberries aren't available.
Aren't available. And then he says, as he's getting ready to just drop a bomb, walk away. So you're going to play Corruption for the titles. Have a good day. Bye. And wait. No. How many times are we going to play Corruption? Because even before this conversation happened, when Christian first walked up, Bibiani was like, yeah, I got a match with Chance. Funny how.
Corruption.
Can't get away from Corruption. The wheel slice we can't spin away from.
Yeah.
And Bibiani's playing Corruption or Chance again. Yeah. And now Shazam is slated to play Corruption again for the titles. So they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, which is odd because it's like they just played them for the titles.
They just played them for the titles.
And usually when that happens, the person that loses has to
get it. You have to win a match or two.
You got to win a match or two. And it's like when this happened, I'm like, wait a minute. Well, why? What? There's plenty of other teams out there that are closer.
And usually if you can't find a contender, you do some sort of a gauntlet or something, a tournament or a mini gauntlet or something.
Yeah, but there has been situations in the past where you have like Spectacular comes up. The IG belt was up for contention. There was nobody available, so Mike got put in that situation because he was the next person in the rankings. So it's like,
I mean, there's ways
around it, but this one didn't like. It's like, whoa,
yeah,
they're getting shoved in there. Like, okay, they at least have them play one match, or something, and then it makes sense. But it's like they haven't played them. Corruption hadn't played since they lost to Shazam.
It would almost make sense to have Corruption play King Arthur for a number one contender shot.
Yeah.
Because Corruption just lost, their title shot.
Or Danger
King
Zone.
Arthur just lost theirs. So, Danger Zone.
If they're still together.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not a thing at the moment. That
you never know, but I don't know.
You don't know because we don't know where Dan's going. Yeah. We don't know. I mean, I don't know. He might just stay by himself for all we know.
That's true.
Wouldn't that be wild?
That'd be wild,
if the goat's running around the pasture by himself. Munching on grass and whatever. But it would almost make more sense to have Corruption play King Arthur or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Because they're probably two teams at the top of the whatever, and they both just lost, their title shots, duke it out, and then you have your next shot kind of thing. But from what we're being told here, it's Corruption. Like that, you know?
And I do like the fact that Christian tries to throw a bar, but like, you guys are the best team of
all time. And I just like it. Well, at least he said it. Didn't like his tone, though.
And like all of them are like, ah.
I like didn't like his tone, though. Because like on the clip on Twitter, that's where it ended. And it was like perfect timing.
Yeah, I like that he said it. I didn't like his tone, though.
Didn't like his tone. So, but Coy was like, no, listen, this is enough. We've already played Corruption. I have X amount of times. I have a stipulation. If we're going to do this and we're going to face Corruption for the team's title, there's going to be a stipulation that if when Shazam wins, he said that Corruption, the team, will have to split up. meaning Mike and Chance.
That is
wild,
spicy. That once
very spicy.
Once that came out, once Coy did what he says that, I'm like, okay,
ooh, okay,
that makes more sense. Like I said, there are ways to get around the official rankings say this, or competition wise, comes based off of that. This is who should go. This is why it's sports entertainment.
Right.
So now that you can spin it that way, now it makes sense. Now it's like because you can't just there's nothing on the line for corruption. For Shazam, the titles are on the line.
Right.
But if you have corruption come out of nowhere, hadn't played since they lost it to Shazam, and then it's like, what's on the line for them? They have nothing to lose. Put this in there, it's like, all right, now there's something to play for them. So I like this.
Both teams have something to lose. Something big to lose. Either a belt or your teammate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yikes.
So, but also I think something came up in that cutscene is the fact that Shazam has defended 3 times, so they get the automatic rubber.
Wild. That's awesome. 3 times they've already done 3 times. 3 times they've defended already. That's
which
insane.
means while we're on the topic of 3 defenses, Mike Kalinowski, if he loses an IG title, he gets the automatic rubber. So
that's insane.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So moving into the match. So yeah. Anyways, Christian was like, "Let me see what Shannon says."
Yeah. So not official as of yet.
Yeah.
Just waiting on what Shannon wants to do.
So undercard, we got Chance the Cobra Ellison of Corruption versus William, the reigning half of the team's title holders. William the Beast Bibiani of the Quirky Mercs. Round what? How many matches is this? This is Bibiani Ellison. What?
I have no
3,
idea.
4, 8.
It's got
15. Round 1. Bibs missed a question about boss level. Never heard of it. Chance missed something about a movie release date.
He was. I don't think he revealed what he said, but he said he was off by so many.
Oh, it was one of those just like, no, I don't have it kind of things.
Yeah, didn't want to reveal what year he had.
I respect that. And then they both missed a question about failure to launch. I think it was one of those who doesn't appear in this movie or whatever.
Or doesn't appear in this movie.
Something like that.
Yeah.
8-8 at the end of round 1. Round 2. Chance spins away from the wild card, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Gets Kevin Smith. Multiple choice 1 time, missed it, not stolen.
Oof. Points left out in the open.
Bibs goes. He spins historical epics and dramas. Decides to flex and keep it. Decides to friggin' flex and keep it. Multiple choice 1 time, missed it, was stolen.
And Chance was just like anxious to get that
ready
steal.
To go.
Ready to get it.
Chance is one of those players where he's like, I don't want you to read it again. I just want to say it.
Which is weird because it's like Chance sometimes speaks way too fast and sounds like he has marbles in his mouth.
He does speak really fast.
And
sometimes.
It's like, wait, they got that? How do they?
Yeah.
How do you understand? I hardly understood what he said.
There was one time he said multiple choice. And I was like, what? Was that his answer? Just speaks like the speed of light.
Yeah.
Anyways, at the end of round 2, 16-17 in favor of Chance, thanks to that steal. Round 3, 2-pointer for Bibs. Sam Jackson in 2000. Sam Jackson starred in the 4th film of what crime action franchise alongside Richard Roundtree, Christian Bale, and Jeffrey Wright? It's funny. Doing speech to text and not really going back over to proofread it, I'm like... it's like I'm hearing the question for the first time.
Yeah.
And hoping it's close to correct. Shaft. Got it. 2-pointer for Chance. Chance Romance. What 2011 film was the first film in which Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone had an on-screen romance? Crazy Stupid Love. I was like, the one where they sing stuff?
Oh, wait. Oh, La La Land?
There you go.
Yeah.
The only movie I could think of that they were both in. Anyways,
no, they've been in a
that
couple
wasn't
together.
Right. Crazy Stupid Love. Got it. 3-pointer for Bibiani. Paul Newman and Robert Redford. That pairing, I understand. They're bros and whatever. Robert Redford plays the father of Bryce Dallas Howard in what 2010's Disney remake that also features Carl Urban. Pete's Dragon. Got it. Makes me think of How to Train Your Dragon, but that's not the same thing.
Still haven't seen that.
One day. 3-pointer for Chance. Robin Williams. R.I.P. Absolute cornerstone of our childhoods.
Yes.
Who directed Robin Williams and Bonnie Hunt in the family adventure film Jumanji? Joe Johnston with the T. Got it. 5-pointer for Bibs. Okay, down to the fivers. Here we go. Animated. Michael Caine, Maggie Smith, Ozzy Osbourne, and Steve Merchant appeared in 2 computer animated films in the 2010s. Name one of them. Now, at first glance, at first hear, it's like, name one? How hard could that be? But the fact that it's a 5-pointer and it's a name one of them, that tells me all I need to know about how difficult this question must be. Because if it's a 5-pointer, it's like, I don't know, name one.
Yeah.
That's got to be really difficult. And Bibiani was wise enough to have all 3 of his repeats. Didn't need to use them. I think it was with his multiple choice in round 2, it was kind of like, oh, do you think he'll do a repeat? Do you think he'll do a multiple choice? Whatever. Yeah. He went with the multiple choice, I guess maybe you could say, as opposed to the repeat. Maybe he wasn't even considering it. I don't know. Yeah. But in any case, he still had all 3, and thank goodness. Yeah. Because I love watching competitors have to think through a tough question. Yeah, we have a conversation all the time. I love it and I think that's a huge reason why the boards got taken away in the later rounds, because it's a different thought process. It's a different one. It takes away a tool that not everybody uses, or it forces the competitors to work for it harder, and it's far more entertaining to see somebody go, like, you literally see them looking over their notes in their head, like their eyes will dart. I do that a lot. Because whenever I ask you what I would consider to be a deep cut question, and it does make you think, I love watching you think through it, because I know in your brain you're watching the scene. And so I can only imagine what is flipping through Bibbs' mind when he's thinking about this question, especially when he has a full 3 whole repeats to get there. So, yeah, I love seeing people think, their eyes darting around. Yeah. Because I know the debate is probably still there. And it's not like some people can and some people can't do it. And some people choose not to do it. Yeah, no, the option was there. It was everybody. There. Yeah. But, bare bones trivia, it's just you and your stupid brain. Yeah. Got to get there, So I do find it fascinating to watch people have to reason through a difficult question, especially when they end up getting it right. And especially when they say it and you're like, they don't sound too sure. Yeah. So, and he was based on the way he said it, didn't really seem like he felt great about it. Yeah. But in any case. That's what it takes sometimes. Romeo and Juliet. Yeah. Never heard of it. But he got it. So now we go back to Chance. We'll get to that after we do Chance's question. Remakes and reboots. Which actor appeared in 2012's Total Recall, 2002's Solaris, and 2009's Star Trek? I believe Chance had all 3 of his repeats as well. Yes, but I think he used 2 of them. I don't remember, but he did use 2 or 3 repeats or whatever. I forget what answer he gave, but in any case, it was John Cho. And he did miss it. With that, 22-26 in favor of William the Beast Bibiani. Holy crap. Wow. Those 5-pointers were brutal. Yeah. And I know nothing about movies. And I could still at least glean from their thought processes and reactions that these were not easy questions. Just the way that these questions were structured. And just because like I said, 5-pointers have been talked about, like how difficulty of them shouldn't be so ridiculous. Like, who the hell would know that? Yeah. But there's enough information in the question to make you sort of like what Bibs said. Context it's like context clues. It's like, all right, so I know these 2 people were here, and there. This movie came out this year. The main character is here, so it's like I know. It's like you got the year, you got the director, but one part of it's throwing you off. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's this character. And you take a stab and it works, or you take a stab and you miss. So there's 5-pointers especially when they're not plot based. Right. Well, because the terrifying thing about Chance's 5-pointer was like, I already deleted it, but it was like Total Recall, Solaris, and Star Trek. And Star Trek. What if you hadn't seen one of those movies? Yeah. You're effed. Yeah. Like, what do you do? Maybe I haven't seen Solaris. Huh. Yeah. What do I do? Because that's the thing. Because I was like because I was fixating on Total Recall and Star Trek. I'm like, who's in those movies? I didn't know the answer, but I was like, I remember seeing both of these. I'm trying to run through my head who's in Star Trek and who's in Total Recall, and I couldn't pull it. Do you want to know how many of those 3 movies I've seen? 0.
You've seen 2009 Star Trek.
Is that the one where Spock meets himself?
Yes.
Chris Pine is a thing?
Yes, Chris Pine is
Zachary Levi is a thing?
It's the one that J.J. Abrams did, the reboot.
Spock meets himself on a remote planet.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Maybe I have seen that one. I didn't realize that it was just Star Trek. I thought it had a subtitle.
No, it's Star Trek, but they have to put 2009 because there's another Star Trek movie.
Oh, maybe I've seen that one. So I've seen 1 out of 3.
Yeah.
Not great. I've never heard of Solaris. Total Recall, heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're screwed if you maybe haven't seen one of those movies, or maybe you've seen it once and you don't remember.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. If you only seen 2 of them, you have like a 2 out of 3 shots. Like, well, that person's in both of these movies, so I'm. Well,
because I wonder how many other actors maybe have been in 2 of those movies, but not all 3.
3, yeah.
That's terrifying too.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that was an incredibly dangerous question because I mean, I don't know, maybe John Cho was the only actor to have been, I mean, obviously he must have been the only actor because he's the answer to the question. But like, for all I know, maybe there are no other actors that were in 2 out of 3, but maybe there were.
Yeah, and maybe that's why he said the answer.
Maybe that's why he did.
Yeah.
So that was a dangerous question.
Yeah.
So yeah, they both I think they were both absolutely tested.
Wild 5-pointers. So that was, and you expected with people like competitors like Bibs and Chance.
Of their caliber, yeah. What are you gonna do when you get to that point?
Mm-hmm.
Both former champs. I mean, of course, across two divisions.
2 divisions, yeah.
But
I mean, Chance just competed last season for the singles title. So
and when you get to that caliber, you're gonna be getting some rough 5s. So. The question remains now, and I know that we should talk about before the match that they came out and they actually did like a
Bibiani
entrance because Bibs is like, Christian won't let me do my avant-garde type entrances, like, and they came out with all their signs.
Yeah,
and some chant, I think it was Galaxy Geeks, I want to say, they took a screenshot of them holding up all those signs and wrote their own stuff all over it. And I'm like, oh, I want this to become a Schmoedown meme.
This is going to become a meme.
Where you just write whatever within reason. Don't make it weird. Yeah, but like you write whatever you want.
Oh, no.
Don't make it weird.
No, our community is
smarter than that.
And if somebody does do that, we'll all pounce on them.
We'll be like, get out of here.
Yeah.
But I thought that was hilarious because on that note, I think with what they wrote on those signs, in the post-interview match is kind of like, okay, where is Bibs now in this number 1 contender type singles match?
Yeah.
Where is he in this conversation?
Because both Brendan and Bibs have now won their first singles match of the season.
And Bibiani, if I'm not mistaken, went respectably far in that singles tournament. I think, I don't know. I forget the words. When it's not tournament season, semifinals, I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there.
I think he made it to Barbarian. I think Barbarian took him out. Who took him out last season? For the tournament, I can't remember.
It's already gone.
That tournament was so big.
Yeah,
that I can't.
I can barely remember what happened in my tournament, but like,
there's only 8 people.
I'd have to think about it. Yeah. But like, he got really far in a singles tournament. Just won his first match. Where is this guy in the conversation? Where is Brennan in the conversation? So, it's going to be interesting to see where we go, especially on the heels of the overcard. We just had a singles title match. Yeah. What's going to happen? There's more to talk about with that, of course, but like, what's happening here with these singles matches?
Like the way that last season went, like there was always like 2 like almost gauntlet, like 2 gauntlets going like side by side.
Branch out.
Yeah, because there was the branch where Marisol was in, and then there was the one that Chance was in. And people would set out tournaments and do all that stuff based off of where they were in those paths. So I imagine Brendan and Bibs would be on sort of the same type of track where like either they're in the same kind of gauntlet or they're on 2 separate ones. Because there are a couple of players out there that are in the path to a title shot. Radis is 3-0 right now.
I forgot about him. Yeah, you're right.
He's running out there undefeated. And you got to think he gets one more win. 4-0, he's at the top of being next in line.
True.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, interesting landscape out there.
But I do think both Bibs and Brendan should be in the conversation of if there's going to be mini gauntlets to go for who goes up against so-and-so, they need to be both of them should be somewhere near the conversation. If not in the conversation right now, near that conversation of we need contenders. Here they are.
Absolutely. So, but at the same time, I mean, Chance Ellison, he was right there. Yeah. You know, lost on an incredibly difficult 5-pointer. So it's going to be, I feel like the path to the singles title right now, it's treacherous.
There are some names that are closer than others.
I mean, because you've got Barbarian, who is probably fired up because of his last match. Yeah. We haven't heard from Griffey Nooms, who, from what we understand, is focusing on teams, but he's still there, and you never know.
Ethan Irwin.
You got Ethan Irwin out there. You got the person that comes out of this next overcard match who comes out, you know. Yeah. So, and people seem to be playing strong. Yeah. So far. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with Bibiani because, you know, getting back to this match. Yeah. Bibiani, there's a reason they call him the Beast. So I'm excited to see who he faces next and what path that forges for him. Hoping it's not Brendan. But I
don't see them having to do that.
But Paulo Yama's running around there too.
And he still has yet to use his shot. Right. His free-for-all title shot. So it's like, when is that going to come into play? Because the clock's ticking prime time. Right. Set your clock.
Set your clock. But I feel like somebody was just talking about, somebody made like a prediction of what they thought was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Title shot. That,
was it with teams?
I think it was with teams. Somebody said in the Reddit.
Because with that opening cutscene, it was like, oh, Shazam's going to face corruption for the belts, blah, blah, blah. I saw somebody on some social media, I forget which one. Reddit. Or Facebook or Twitter. I don't know. I can't keep track. But somebody was like, ooh, wouldn't it be fun if we just heard that Adam Collins is going to be going to Swag, and everybody is surmising that means Paulo Yama and Adam Collins are going to team up, and oh my God. So wouldn't it be crazy if whatever that team is, if it is a team, which I imagine it would be, can you imagine if that team comes up and goes, no, corruption had their shot, now it's ours. Yeah. Cash in that free-for-all, and now you're challenging Shazam for the belts. Holy crap. How crazy would that be?
Yeah, and it's always a gamble, too, because I think Brianne Chandler did that when the title was vacated by Above the Line when Sam retired. And Brianne Chandler challenged the Shire Wolves, and that's how the Shire Wolves won the titles. It's kind of a gamble to like, hey, awesome player. We have no idea how we play with each other.
Right. We're just banking on the fact that we're both top tier players.
Yeah. But team chemistry comes into play. Right. What happens if you do that and you shoot your shot and you miss? Yeah. So that's a risky move. That's why I think he should just go for the singles belt. So, or just like, hey, this is our new team. Play once, see how you feel, and then make your decision. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that.
All assuming that this actually is the team for Swag, which it just seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's like, why would you sign Adam Collins? Take him away from corruption. Exactly. And not match him up with your other like A player.
Lon's already playing with John. Yeah. So, and we already knew that Paul and Lon weren't going to be a thing anymore. So it's like,
the final exams run was,
it just makes sense.
Was over with. Yeah.
But yeah, super excited to see what happens with Bibs now. And yeah, like Bibs said, tweet at the Schmoedown # Bibs for singles belt or whatever.
Yeah, annoy Christian enough so where he does it.
So yeah, really excited to see where that takes us. Speaking of, there's a cutscene. Sam and Marisol. This was a cute little cutscene. Very wholesome, you know?
Yeah, just complimenting each other.
Sam and Marisol meeting up very quick. You know, Sam giving a lot of respect to Marisol. Marisol giving the respect right back, saying the honor is all hers to play a legend like Sam, blah, blah, blah. Sam's looking for his Uber Eats, you know? So they're just really giving each other the honor and respect that they both deserve from each other. And that's a cute thing to see, you know? I was going to say, you love to see it. I hate when people say that. Yeah. Oh, you love to see it. Let it go. Like there seems to be like a phrase or like words, buzzwords, whatever that like people just beat the piss out of. And it's like, you love to see it. We love to see it. And everything is like, I cackled at that. What are the other ones people always say?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm cackling. Oh, no, there was something else. Oh my gosh. What is it? I don't know. I can't think of it right now, but like, it's so annoying. We love to see it. We love to see it. So, we love to see, two champs giving each other the honor and respect they deserve. You love to see it. Now, I cackled when I saw that, Oh, God. It's like, let it go. We don't have to all say the same things.
Stop trying to make fetch a thing.
It's not a thing. We don't all have to say the same things all the time. You can use your own words. There was another word that was like just in my head and it fell out that like everybody says.
Is it a newer like thing that kids say?
I feel like anything that people say all the time, you're gonna find it in TikTok comments.
I know.
Yeah, like there's always just like catchphrases, buzzwords.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll come to me later.
in the middle of the recap.
This is what it is, Anyways, now we have the overcard. Yeah. Big match here, boys and girls.
The new guard meets the old guard type of match.
Oh my goodness. We have Lady Justice, Marisol McKee, the defending singles champion
Two-time defending
of the world.
Champion.
Two-time defending singles champion of the world. Going up against the inglorious one, Sam Levine, looking to make he's already played a match.
Yeah.
Looking to make a triumphant return into the Schmoedown in the form of trying to take a belt back.
Yeah.
The belt that he never lost, he just gave it up because he retired. So, good Lord. Old guard, new guard. Let's do this.
Very little notes in this match.
Oh, right.
Very little notes.
Not a lot of questions missed. 0. Round 1, they birth.
They both
got perfect rounds. And they got the bonus. Oh my God. Round 1, they both got perfect rounds and they both got the bonus, 11-11. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Round 2, Sam spins comedy, sticks with it, perfect round 2. Marisol goes, she spins away from Bill Murray, gets Jodie Foster. Love him. Perfect round 2. 21-21. By the way, 5-rounder here. We head into round 3, the betting round. Marisol spins. She exercises the right to spin away from a spin in the betting round.
I really love this new rule because, like I said, it gives more an advantage to the person spinning, being in the lead. So before it was like, oh, you're in the lead. All you get to do is spin the wheel.
There's no even need.
You might as well just have somebody from the crew. Hey, here's your category.
Exactly. So now I can kind of try to determine the course of how this round's going to go.
So maybe you spin on your opponent's strength. It's like, oop, nope.
Nope, don't want that. No thanks.
Yeah.
So she spins away from Harrison Ford.
Gets Harrison Ford. Yeah. It was in the stars that night.
It was the will of the fourth. Oh, wow. What a shocker. They both bet 3 and they both got it right. 24-24. Heading into round 4. The buzzer round, the speed round. Okay. Marisol got 1. Sam got the other 4.
King of the buzzers.
And
there was one where he just basically like,
he heard like 3 or 4 words and was like,
Bruce Almighty?
I don't know, Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
And I guess it was between Bruce Almighty and Evan. There are 2 movies. One's called Bruce Almighty and one's called Evan Almighty.
The sequel?
Oh.
I think that's what it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gold Leader Almighty.
Tiny Head Almighty.
Nice. Anyways. He doesn't have a real name. Gold Leader is legally on his driver's license. I've seen it. He showed it to me. Yeah. They both bet 3. They both got it right. 24-24 at the end. Oh, well, wait. I just went back a whole round. Sam got 4. Marisol got 1. Yeah. Speed round. 25-28 in favor of Sam.
God, that was a clinic by Sam Levine in the speed. Like,
holy
get
goodness.
Out of my face with that. Like you
quickest hands in the West.
Let's finish off the match because I want to just talk about that speed round.
So, hold on. Everybody.
What?
I felt like I had to cough for a second, but I didn't want you to think I had COVID. So I take a little sipperoo, you know what I'm saying? Round 5.
Leaving that in.
2-pointer from Marisol. Directors. Who directed the classic film Dial M for Murder?
Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock. Got it. 3-pointer from Marisol. Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman appears in what 1970s Oscar-winning disaster film? as Reverend Frank Scott in an ensemble including Leslie Nielsen and Shelley Winters. The Poseidon Adventure. Got it. 2-pointer for Sam. Crime. Crime was coming up a lot last season. First time we're seeing her now. Who stars as Rick Santoro, a shady detective caught in the middle of a murder conspiracy at a boxing match in the 1998 crime thriller Snake Eyes? Nicolas Cage. Got it. That's the thing he does, right?
All right, that's right.
Not Baby Driver. The one with Salt. No, the one with Angelina Jolie and he's the driver. What? Not Salt. What is it?
Gone in 60 Seconds.
There you go. That one. 3-pointer for Sam. There's a reason why I don't compete in singles. 3-pointer for Sam. Matt and Ben. What 2006 Joe Carnahan film about a Las Vegas performer turned snitch features Ben Affleck, Chris Pine, Common, and Ryan Reynolds. Smoking Aces. Apparently we like to ask Sam about that movie a lot. Got it. All right, everybody.
Wasn't there an answer in the first where he was in the movie? It was
I was gonna say Forgetting Sarah Marshall. But
no, it was something about loving somebody. Bridget something? I can't remember. Is it in your search history? Because we looked it up like, is he in that?
I mean, I'm gonna have to believe the man if he said that he was in the.
You did. You looked up his IMDb page and it was like, yeah, he was in it. But he was like waiter number 3 or something.
He was. I love you, Beth Cooper.
I love you, Beth Cooper.
Yeah. Thank you. Search history. I love you, Beth Cooper. What did I say before? That wasn't even close. Anyways, 5 pointers down to the fivers. Here we go. 5-pointer from Marisol, 1990s. What is the subtitle of the 6th film in the Halloween franchise featuring Paul Rudd, the ever unaging
sexiest man alive?
God, he really is. Like he's.
I mean, he ain't no Henry Cavill.
I heard that. But also Paul Rudd.
Is anybody?
What?
Is anybody?
Is anybody beating him?
Yeah.
Beating Henry Cavill? No.
It's
No.
We've said it several.
Pinnacle.
We've said it several times
For both of us.
For both of us, it's not fair.
No, it's really
that
not.
much handsome should not be in one single man.
And you've seen pictures of him with like his 4 or 5 brothers, and they're all like, I mean, they're all right, but it's like, okay, we see which one got all the good stuff. I'm sure they're all nice fellas.
God has his favorites.
It's really not fair. It's really not right. But also Paul Rudd, a tasty piece, and he's just not aging. So, and he's hilarious.
Yeah.
If you like Paul Rudd, do you know where I'm going with this?
Yes, I do.
Hell yeah. If you like Paul Rudd and you if you like Paul Rudd and I say the term celery man and you don't know what I'm talking about, baby girl, do yourself a favor and go to youtube.com and search for Paul Rudd Celery Man. You probably just need to say Celery Man. It's weird as hell.
But it's funny.
But it makes me laugh a lot. And testament to how hot he is. If you can do a video like that and I can finish watching that and go like, yeah, it's still. Wow.
Smash.
Yeah, man. It's a weird video, but it's also hilarious. Nude Tane.
I'm sorry.
Is he a Flargan style?
Got a lot of work to do.
So good. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God, I gotta go watch that now. Anyway, it's the 6th film in the Halloween franchise that features the ever unaging Paul Rudd is The Curse of Michael Myers. She got it. 5-pointer for Sam. Oh boy. Musicals, which I don't think is normally Sam's favorite.
I don't think so.
Especially given his reaction. 5-pointer for Sam Levine. Musicals. What musical stars Rod Steiger and Shirley Jones and features the song People Will Say We're in Love? He thought about it for a while, used a couple jetés, if I'm not mistaken. Oklahoma, he got it. I'm going to go ahead and apologize. I was so beside myself, I didn't even write down the final score. But Sam Levine is now our new, yet again, I almost said Star Wars, singles champion of the world. Holy crap.
What year is it?
Yeah.
Like, well,
and then Rachel Cushing comes on stage and kisses him. I'm like, what is happening?
Get him.
Yeah, also, get him. But, oh my God. Okay, wait, also, can I tell a story about this match? Holy crap. Okay. I mean, we all know this was premiered.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know. So, like, there was somebody at the taping that was like, oh my God, what a good match. I'm like, don't tell me.
Yeah.
Don't tell me because I want to.
Yeah, this is the one time where we're like, don't. Like,
every so often, there's a match that we're like, I don't want to know. Yeah, don't tell me.
Usually we get information early and we're like, sure, why not? But, like, there are some times we're like, don't tell me. I want, like, because again, we're fans first. I want to experience it in true, like it was meant to be seen. And we're both like, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I want to find out when everybody else finds out.
I want to watch this.
Yeah.
When it premieres.
Yeah, because this was such a historic match,
especially knowing how close it was. Because we were told that it was an incredibly close match. Yeah. Oh my God, very competitive, down to the wire. And I was like, knowing that,
don't even tell me the score.
Please don't tell me.
Yeah.
Fast forward to Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm putting our daughter to sleep, right?
Yeah. We couldn't watch it like live.
We couldn't watch it live because all Titans fall at the exact same time as when we're doing like bath time kid stuff, bedtime kid stuff, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And it's whatever. We catch it, just a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Or we'll watch it while we're, But this was the match that I was like, I kind of want to just sit and watch this.
Yeah, we don't want to be in the middle of something.
I'm sitting in, our daughter's room. And, that's just how we roll.
Yeah.
We just kind of, dim the lights. She's falling asleep. I'm singing her, bedtime.
Yeah. Yeah. Bedtime lullabies.
Lullabies was the word. I was like, it's not carols. Lullabies.
I'm almost sometimes tempted to like leave my phone out in the hallway and put my Bluetooth headset in because that's what I did for Super Bowl one year. It was the year that Tampa won.
Why wouldn't you bring your phone in?
Huh? Because because the light, it would keep her awake. So for the Super Bowl when Tampa won, it was like I think it was this after the second half or before the second half. I put one of my Bluetooths in and I was listening, and this is when we were both in the room, and I'm sitting there in the dark, and it was the second touchdown that Brady threw to Gronkowski, and I'm like. So when big matches like this happens and I'm putting her to bed, and then I'm always tempted to like just like I'm gonna put it on and put my headset in.
Yeah.
But
this past Friday night with this one was my night to put her into bed and put her down.
I wasn't watching because I didn't want to like
because we wanted to watch together.
Yeah.
But like I'm sitting in her rocking chair, lights are out, she's falling asleep. I'm singing her songs to get her to fall asleep. It's whatever. And then once she's like finally starting to doze.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, you know what? I feel like I'm going to open Twitter and I'm going to see a spoiler or something. Or somebody's going to DM me or somebody's going to text me or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? This is a big match. I really would like to watch it happen. So I'm like, you know what? Let me throw it on. I got my headphones. And I'm totally fine watching it again with you. And I'm like, let me not get spoiled. I opened the link. Didn't realize what time it was. And I open the link. YouTube loads. And immediately I'm brought to the post-interview match with Sam with the belt on his shoulder. I'm like, motherfucker. What? I avoided spoilers for weeks on this match, only to spoil me, myself, Johnny Tapia. Johnny Tapia. What movie is that from? Schmoedown fans. Johnny Tapia. Oh my God, I spoiled it for myself. I couldn't believe it. I was so pissed, but also very happy because I love Sam. But this was a crazy match because love Marisol. I would have loved to see her defend for the third time. That would have been friggin' wild.
That third is so hard to get.
But also love Sam. So this was like a win-win as a fan for me because I love both of these people. But to see Sam
holding the belt again was like, what?
And I've said from the beginning that this man could step right back in and not like he didn't skip a beat.
Yeah, and that speed is definitely like just telling you of that because Sam has always been insanely good at the buzzers.
Mm-hmm.
And like this one, like they there's a lot of comments about like, oh, he got really lucky with, guessing the right ones.
You
like,
could say that for anything.
He's like, you know what? Sometimes it's better to be lucky than right.
That's
the way the game rolls sometimes.
Literally any win in anything ever. If the person or team that you don't want to win wins, you can make anything about they're really lucky about it.
Hey, whatever.
You could say that about any win ever.
Hey, man,
you could say, Bibiani, he's lucky, chance missed. Yeah, that's the game.
That's the game. Hey, basketball. You're lucky the ball bounced into the hoop rather than circling and then spiraling out at the buzzer.
Exactly.
So I'd rather be lucky than right sometimes.
Yeah, Super Bowl. Oh, he's lucky he made that completion. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's luck plays a big factor in the game sometimes.
Whenever the person that you're rooting for loses, there's always a way to whittle it down to, well, they got really lucky.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a matter of Sam got lucky. I think it's a matter of this was an insane match, incredible match. I'm devastated and heartbroken for Marisol to have played a match with 100% accuracy
and still lose.
It's simultaneously something to be proud of and incredibly impressed by, and at the same time something to be like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah, and that's what makes this game so unique. Like there are plenty of other trivia shows out there. But the reason I love this game so much is the way that it's formatted and the way that it doesn't always come down to who knows the most. If it came down to who knows the most, people like William Bibiani, Dan Murrell, Ethan Irwin, Drew McQueenie, people like that would
that are just encyclopedias
for movies would constantly be at the top. But the reason some people have more titles than others is because they can play the game to their advantage sometimes. And that's why I love this game so much. And this is another testament to these two are so incredibly knowledgeable about movies. There was not a single missed question in this match.
Insane.
But it came down to the speed round. Playing the game of the Schmoedown is what won Sam this match.
It's absolutely insane. So, and it's just after a match like this, it's always like, you got nothing to hang your head about. And it's like, whenever you're on the receiving end of that comment, it's like, yes, I do.
Yeah, I do.
And I'm not that yes, I do. It's like, I'm going to.
I'm going to hang my, because, God knows we've both been there.
Yeah.
And I will say it again, like Marisol played unbelievable. Like
100% accuracy.
100% accuracy. Just that PPE wasn't on her side that day. And that third title defense is so incredibly hard to get. There's very few people have in this history of this game that have defended 3 times in a row.
Right.
That list is incredibly short. So, and like we said, after this match, she defended twice. She gets an automatic number 1 contender match.
So you're telling me that she defended 2 times, had the belt, and defended it 2 times.
2 times.
And will now have a number 1 contender shot.
Yeah. That's usually how it works.
One-on-one. A number 1 contender shot. That's good to know. It's good to know that if you have 2 defenses that you would get a number 1 contender shot. So we'll see who she ends up facing, Yeah. There's a lot of good contenders out there. We'll see what happens.
But that's the thing, because like it might vary from division to division, because we saw with Chandra Dandapani, he only defended once, but he found his way in a short path back to a title shot. He had a number 1 contender match after 1 defense. So it makes sense for somebody with 2 defenses to, your next match is a number 1 contender match. You win it, you go for the title again. And that's certainly what Marisol earned. That's certainly what she deserves at this point.
Absolutely.
So regardless of first female, first African-American champion, none of that should have a bearing on her path back to the title is 1 match.
And what she accomplished.
Regardless of who she is, and who and all everything else.
All that is just icing.
That's icing on the cake. That's for the record books. That's for history in the Schmoedown.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, she defended twice,
which is difficult.
It's difficult to defend 2 times in a row. That third is just it's so, especially against Sam Levine of all people. That's so hard to do. So her getting her number one contender shot makes complete sense. So it's just now a matter of who she's going to go up against now.
Yeah.
So we have
a lot of good contenders running around.
There's a lot of great contenders.
Like you said, you got Paulo Yama running around with his free-for-all thing, and it's getting real close to April. You know? Yeah. So is Paul going to cash it in for singles teams?
Yeah. So does Paul leapfrog over Marisol right now because he already has a title shot?
Is Bibiani close to it? Is Brendan close to it?
I imagine there's, like I said, there's always like these simultaneous gauntlets.
Right.
Maybe one of them, there's a couple of people that are a couple wins away.
Didn't JTE just win a match? No.
No, he lost to Brendan.
I'm so sorry.
He lost to Brendan.
No, I'm thinking of his team's match. Yeah. I'm an a-hole. Sorry.
But now because if Sam would have lost, he would have to find his way back to that spot. But now that Marisol coming off of 2 defenses, now it becomes a little mini gauntlet to get to Marisol.
2 defenses. Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now it's no longer there's like there needs to be matches that happen to find our contenders to get to the title.
Right.
Now it's who do we put against each other to get to Marisol?
Exactly, because she defended twice.
Yes. The sub boss to the title shot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I just making sure we're clear on that.
2 defenses.
Yes. 2 defenses that she has. So, yeah, I'm really, really excited to see what happens with that. And I mean, Sam's no stranger to this position. He's been here before. He's had 1 strap on each shoulder.
Yeah.
He knows what this is all about. He's aware this is a target on his back. And is thinking about it is just giving me the chilly willies. That comment that Marisol made.
Yeah.
When she said, when Jen was like, well, okay, it happened. Here we are. What do we do? Who do you want to face next?
Your path back to the title is 1 match.
And she said something along the lines of, I don't care. Give me anybody. Mama's hungry and I just want to eat. I just want a meal. And I'm like, oh, girl, get it. Because I know someone. Oh, I know that feeling, girl. So, Mama's hungry. She wants to fucking eat. So I say, get out there and
put it on the
girl.
table. Just put it on the table. I'll devour it. Yeah.
Oh, hungry as hell. Like I haven't eaten in a year.
I haven't fed him in 3 days.
I get that reference, but yes. Oh, girl, get it. So. I'm excited to see what happens with a woman like Marisol because she didn't miss a question. How do you?
Yeah,
that's a terrifying opponent to go up against. She didn't miss a question. Good Lord.
In the singles division.
In the singles
of all
division.
Divisions, yeah.
She vacated. I mean, I don't know if vacated is the right word because I just hate saying she lost the belt. It just sounds so yucky.
Yeah.
On a match with 100% accuracy.
Yeah, and
that's a scary opponent to face for a number 1 contender match.
Yeah, and while we're still on this match, the conversations have already been happening. Even after the match, it's like greatest title match of all time, right? And I would have to argue, yes. I would have to say yes because of the fact that it is true Schmoedown. It's true Schmoedown because the 2 matches that are being pitted against each other. Yeah. All over the internet is this one and 5150.
Of course. And I completely understand.
I get it. I get it.
There are people out there that are still fans of 5150, myself included. Wonder why.
But if I'm completely honest with myself as a fan, I have to take myself out of the equation. And even though it's hard to do, because I'm so incredibly proud of that match. Both me and Alex are. It won match of the year for a reason. But if I have to be completely honest with myself as a Schmoedown fan, following this thing since the beginning, that buzzer round, the speed round, the buzzers are the equalizer.
Right.
The only way that something like 5150 could happen in a live buzzer setting is if both of us get 2, we pass on the 5th question. That's the only way a sudden death title match will happen, unless steals or with things with Hunt. Let me rephrase that. The only way that a 51-50 situation with both competitors going 100% until somebody misses a sudden death is if we pass on the 5th buzzer round question.
Right.
And both of us get 2.
And if you're both firing like that, I don't think anybody's passing on anything.
So that's the reason I would put it above 51-50. But again, it does kind of sting a little bit that neither me or Alex wanted that to be digital. In original circumstances, I would have wanted it to be, because like we have this conversation all the time. Can you imagine if 5150 was in front of a crowd? Can you imagine that atmosphere?
It does suck to be handcuffed by a pandemic. You know, nobody wanted that to be digital.
But then again, the thing that I always will tip my hat off to about 5150, even though it was digital, that score with one-on-one probably is it's going to be really hard to break that record. That score of 5150 will stand the test of time for a while. Yeah, it's going to be almost. I don't want to put that that word out there, because we all know what happens when that I word comes out, because God knows I've heard it so many times, but it's going to be hard to beat that record. Yeah. So, but again, like, yeah, sure. What I would say, no, 50, it doesn't come close. 5150 is the greatest title match of all time. Right. If I'm honest with myself, as being a Schmoedown fan, this one is, it's hard to argue. It's hard to argue. It's not a single question missed. You're telling me somebody still won without a single question being missed? Right. That's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, I know. This match will go down. I think we're gonna be hard pressed to find. Did we already just witness match of the year?
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably. And,
it would if there's another match that tops this. I'm not sure how.
It's gonna.
The only way that you could top this match, I think, would be going into overtime.
Yeah, somehow that exact scenario that I just said.
Exactly.
Nobody misses. Somebody passes on a speedrun. Both pass on a speedrun question, and they both get 2. That's the only way this will ever get topped.
What happens if there's a title match where maybe one thing is missed, whatever, somehow, like one question is missed or whatever,
like the bonus is missed,
something like that, and we go into an overtime situation a couple questions deep, but it's still a high scoring, high accuracy match.
We'll see. Well, the thing is, I think a lot of people, the reason why these, like, 5150 in this match are being compared is because of the accuracies.
Of course.
I think that's the biggest reason why they're being compared.
The other interesting thing to think about is, recency bias. I know some people say recency bias be damned, but you cannot deny that it's a thing.
Yeah,
in the Schmoedown.
It is.
It is 100%, whether you like it or not. So this season's very young. But I have a feeling, just because of the gravity of a singles title match, that it's going to be difficult to forget about this match.
Yeah.
But it will be interesting, because we're guaranteed. I mean, this season has started out with a bang.
Yeah.
So, hold on. I don't want to cough. I don't know why. Maybe I have like a dog hair or something.
Maybe.
But season's very young. So it's going to be really... And also, this is the first title that's been put on the line.
Yeah.
So the season's very young. It's going to be very interesting to see. We know we're going to get some killer matches. If we started off this strong, we're going to get some killer matches for the rest of the year. So 100%, this is a nominee for match of the year.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
This is the first, because there have been some pretty good matches so far.
Right.
This one is the first where it's like, this has to be match of the year nomination.
I mean, it's basically already won it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting to see what this match does recency bias wise. If a bunch of other crazy title matches happen, it's going to be interesting, because I think it's very interesting to see how people vote given when a match happens in the course of the year. So it's going to be very interesting, but I do think that this is a heavy, strong competitor. I mean, it's easy to say right now that it's going to win match of the year because nothing else has friggin' happened to top it. But yeah, interested to see what happens at the end of the year because of how early in the year we are currently. Yeah. But 100%, this is going to be a top contender. It's probably going to come down to this match and some other nutso match that's about to happen at some point.
I think by the time Spectacular happens at the end of the year, this match it's already in the record book. Yeah. It's one of those matches where there has to be some kind of name attached to this, because there have been matches where, like, again, 5150. You say 5150, everybody in the Schmoedown community knows exactly what you're talking about. So there has to be, put in the comments, like, what do you think this should be title as, because like they do it all the time in sports with the drive and all that stuff, the comeback.
That's a good question.
So I would like to know what people would think, because I would love to attach a name to this match just so we know that it's like, oh, it's Marisol versus Sam.
Right.
So it's like
it would just be McKee, Levine.
McKee. Yeah, I don't want it to just be that. I want
It'd be fun to have a tagline,
like a fun little name for it, just for like when it's years down the road. Oh, do you remember? This match. Yeah. So you don't have to say, oh, Marisol, because who knows? Maybe they face off again.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Mm-hmm. But yeah, absolutely wild. Can't wait to see how we get to Sam's next opponent, when that'll be, who Marisol ends up playing, because she defended twice and she'll be having that number 1 contender shot due to defending her belt twice.
Yes.
Twice she defended it. So she gets her number 1 contender shot. So it's going to be real interesting to see who she faces. And also, after this match, we got a very, very brief cut scene, but that opens up a bevy of questions. We see Kate, and she's texting or talking on the phone to somebody, I don't know. But then Benjamin Bateman,
the boss himself.
Ben the Boss Bateman comes in, and he's like, oh, yeah, he's in there. And she's like, yeah, let's challenge him right now. And Ben goes, wait a minute. Let's challenge him on Titans. And Kate's like, yeah, word. Titans.
We got to wait till Friday.
And they walk out, and that's friggin' it. So now the big question.
Hanging like that?
Now the big question is, who is Ben Bateman going to call out and challenge on Titans?
I don't even have a clue.
I know,
who
because
he's going to challenge.
For a hot second, because I saw Christian posted something on somewhere, and he was like, who's Ben gonna call out? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because we hadn't watched the post-credit scene. We were like, oh, we'll catch up on it later.
Yeah.
So when I saw that screenshot, I'm like, Ben's calling somebody out, what? And I was like, ooh.
Cutscene.
Wouldn't it be? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so people are like, it's gonna be Dan Murrell. Or some other guess. I was like, ooh, wouldn't it be fun if he called out Paige to be like, oh, you talked all this garbage about calling me out, and then, yeah, sure, you beat me, but I'm going to show you how it's actually done.
Yeah.
But in this post-credit scene, he said he's in the room. Let's challenge him. So, you all right there?
Yeah, no, my hair's coming out of my head.
So I'm left to believe that it's not going to be Paige based on that information. So, yeah.
I don't know.
I have no guess.
I don't even want to try to guess, because I'm here for the ride.
I'm here just to vibe. I don't even know.
Learned very, very young. Well, not young. I've learned in very recent years not to get my hopes up. Something like, as a Star Wars fan, don't get my expectations too high.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it happen when it happens.
And then I'll enjoy the ride so much more when I do it that way. So I'm not even gonna try to guess.
Because all these people are like, Dan Murrell, huh? And what happens if and when it's not Dan? And you're like, oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't need to have the, clout is another word. And I'm like, oh my God, stop.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
Oh, I called it.
Doing that for clout. I gotta get likes for clout. Think for yourselves. God damn. Like, oh my God. That's another word that I'm like, every time I see it, I'm like, oh my God. Have a unique thought for once in your life. But yeah, I don't need to make a guess for the clout. I don't care. I'm just along for the ride. I'm excited to see who he calls out, because I have literally no idea. Yeah. I thought Paige would be a fun guest, but based on what they said in the post-credit scene, I don't think it's going to be Paige. So,
Ethan?
But you never know. You never know. There's always, left turns, right turns. Yeah. You never really know what's going to happen.
I don't know, because there's names out there right now. Ethan Irwin, Paul Preston, Brendan Meyer just came off a win. Bibs just came off a win.
True.
Maybe it's somebody that hasn't played yet this season. I don't know. Like, who else is out there that hasn't played a singles match?
But that has probably got a pretty big name behind them.
Yeah, that's what it's like. I have no clue. Like, there's so many names that we haven't seen yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
McQueenie. We haven't seen McQueenie yet. We haven't heard from McQueenie to see who he's who he's saddling with. So. And there's so many rogue players that don't have a faction right now. So it's like,
Yeah.
I have no clue.
I don't know either, but I know that we'll find out in due time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not too worried about it, but I am excited about it because I do love me some Ben Bateman.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hilarious player to watch. So I can't wait. He just the way he trash talks without he just trash talks without a care in the world.
And we haven't yet to see Ben Bateman back in the studio for a studio match.
Yes, that too. He also absolutely is. I feel like he just thrives off of crowd energy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see that. A little disappointed that he is probably going to have a regular human-sized whiteboard.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be funny if he brought his own?
Would they allow him to bring his own?
Would they allow him to bring his own? Because also, whenever people are in round 2, there's that tiny blue eraser. Could you imagine Ben with that tiny, like, 1x1 eraser on his gigantic board? Like, that would be hilarious. Oh, man, I really hope he brings his own board now. But, I don't know, regulations. So maybe he won't, but I think it'd be funny.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Yeah, so I
joined his TikTok live the other night.
Oh, yeah, it's because you wanted to duet him.
Well, because he had
wow, that's my TikTok brain coming out.
Well, no, you used the right word.
Yeah, but
it just means a different thing.
Do a duet with him.
Do a duet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had a show that night. Yeah. And he was like, I don't know if he was like warming up. I imagine it was like a warm up type thing. And he was like singing some songs here and there, blah, blah, blah. And like I'm watching it. And I said to you on the side, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've always thought it would be so funny to sing a duet, me and Ben Bateman. It's a parody of Shallow from A Star Is Born, but it's a Star Wars parody.
Yeah.
Of course. Who are you talking to? So it's a Star Wars parody of Shallow from A Star Is Born. Great song.
Oh, yeah. It's so good.
And funny music video. And I was just telling you, like, I've always thought it would be so funny to do a duet with Ben because I know he plays the guitar. They play the guitar in that song. I feel like it would suit his vocal range, blah, blah, blah. And then wouldn't you know it, 5 minutes later, he starts singing Shallow, like the real Shallow from the movie. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, it's like a sign. So I like typed him. I'm like, Ben, we should do this. And he's like, let me know. Jimmy, let me know. I'm like,
we're going to be out there for celebration.
Do you mean that?
We're going to be out there for celebration, my man.
Because I mean it. I mean the hell out of it.
Let's stop by. It's recorded.
Let's go to the Scum and Villainy. And
we're going to be out there a day early.
I know you're going to have your guitar handy. So, you know.
You going to celebration, Benjamin?
At me, bro. I doubt it. But it would be cool if he did. Yeah. But, yeah. If you're going, let's just do a duet, you know? It's whatever. I'd crush that song. So, and if you haven't seen the Star Wars parody of Shallow, do yourself a favor.
It's A Star Wars Is Born?
So,
is that what
I don't know what it's called.
I think it's car.
I don't know what's wrong with me tonight.
You filled it to the brim. That's what happened.
To the brim, baby. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just A Star Wars Is Born or something like that. It's ridiculous.
And before people start chiming off in our chat, like, "Hey, make To the Brim shirts." It's like that's already taken. I got it from a TikToker, so you can't take it.
What, somebody has that?
Yeah, they already have shirts that says "To the Brim."
Unbelievable.
Or "Fill it to the brim." It's that British guy you hate.
Oh God.
I think he's funny.
There's certain TikTokers that just make me go, ugh. Cringe is another word that makes me cringe. It's just used so much. I also feel like we overuse the word chaotic right now. Everything is, I'm just so chaotic. It's a chaotic video about this. I'm cackling at how chaotic this video is. Like, anyways, your homework for tonight is to watch Celery Man and the Star Wars version of Shallow from A Star Is Born. So yes, crazy matches from this last pay-per-view. Oof. If you haven't seen it and you're somehow still watching, sorry. But also you should go watch it. But very excited to see what happens this Titans. I don't know if we're going to find out who Ben Bateman is calling out or if we're actually going to see a match between Ben and whoever he's calling out.
It'll probably be a lot like the Preston JTE match between the Harris brothers. Like, hey, let's go. And they have to go
out here, dummy.
Do it right there. Yeah.
So excited to see what happens there.
I imagine that'll be the overcard, right?
I imagine.
Yeah. It wouldn't. That's because that's usually how it works, right?
I don't know. I thought I had the formula figured out, but I also maybe don't.
Shut up, stupid. Yeah.
Anyways, big Titans. And I feel like we've said that every friggin' week, but also what a great problem to have.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I think that might
that'll do it.
be it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap
Sam
this
and Marisol.
show up.
Amazing.
Wrap it up.
You lock it up.
Lock it up. So,
Wedding crashes.
So my dear, where can they find you online?
Oh, I'm on Twitter at Dimmy. DIMMMYYY.
As for me, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Drew Dimalanta and on TikTok at Rogue Leader Drew. If you're listening to this on audio form, please follow the feed and rate us.
And if you're listening and watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon in the lower right-hand corner to see when we do things on YouTube.
Which is Radcast on
Yes.
Fridays. We will be doing Rad. No,
we have plans.
We have plans
in
for
the
Rad.
very immediate future.
Very immediate future, we have plans for Rad. So keep your eyes out for that. And also, Going Rogue is making its limited run. It's the return of Going Rogue, the next episode. Ooh, this Wednesday. I might as well say who's on. So,
oh boy,
this Wednesday is the first episode of our Road 2 celebration. Going Rogue makes its triumphant return, and we are kicking off our Road 2 celebration with Alex and Molly Damon from Star Wars Explained.
Hell yeah!
It's the first episode, so every week you'll be getting an episode with Schmoedown talents that we know, and we're talking about Star Wars Celebration, and some new friends of mine that I will be interviewing in the coming weeks. So hit the bell icon so you can be notified when those episodes go up. So every Wednesday, Going Rogue, a new interview will go up. So
join us
for our Road 2 celebration.
Oh man,
so much fun. We've recorded a few, and they've been a lot of fun.
Good times.
So thank you for joining us on this episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. We'll see you next time.